What's going on, guys? It's Jay here live in West Virginia. We had a Morel hunt a couple days ago, and we're about to prepare some of them. First, we're going to chop up some cherry tomatoes. I did a live video on my Facebook when we were actually preparing this stuff. Next, we're going to cut up some of the morels that we found out in the woods. A lot of people will hunt morels and they're curious about how you prepare the morels. We also found some dried saddles. It's another type of shelf mushroom. It's really good. We're going to add that to this dish. It adds a little bit of color. It's got a pretty good flavor. Kind of tastes like watermelon rind. Smells like watermelon rind. We're going to add some hostas. I did a video of mulching our hostas and what the small ones look like. They kind of taste like asparagus. We're going to chop some of them up and put them in there. We're going to add some fiddlehead ferns. That's the young ferns. You don't really have to do anything to prepare those. You just kind of toss them in with your dish. We're going to chop up a little bit of onion to add some flavor. It's just a white onion. We're going to chop some up and put it into that dish that we're about to make. It's going to be delicious and nutritious and all of the above. Now we're going to put a little bit of garlic in. I think I put like 1 clove in this one. That's all it is. And you got to get that outside wrapper off first. Peel that skin off. And you want to crush your garlic before you chop it. We just chop it all up into small little bits and pieces. It's a beautiful palette, a bunch of different colors there. In our last video, we went out and hunt these morels. I'll add a link at the end of the video, so keep watching until the end. Beautiful color. We're just waiting on the stove to heat up here. Use a little bit of avocado oil. Put the stove about on medium heat. We're just letting the oil heat up before we decide to put the stuff in, and we're just going to scrape it in here and stir it around. That's the hunting morel mushroom video. I'm going to add that link at the end. It's a really good video. We had a really good find. It's an awesome adventure. We had a great time taking you guys along. Now we're going to clean up some of these other morels and we're going to prepare them to be dehydrated. So what I'm doing now, I'm cutting the bottoms and any kind of the bad spots out, and I'm just letting them soak in this bowl of water to get any of the bugs and dirt and all of that stuff out. We're going to use this water later. It's going to have spores and mycelium when we break these up, and we're going to spread this around in the forest a little later and see if we can make some new mushroom patches. But we're just going to slice them all the way down the center. We quarter some of them up, just leave them completely long, and there's that wrap. We just took that mixture that we chopped up and we put it inside of a wrap and ate it like a burrito. Now I'm going to take my hands and break up these larger pieces, and we're going to lay our mushrooms out on the dehydrator at 120 degrees for 8 hours. And that's our finished product. It's like a morel jerky. You can grind this up into powder and use about 500 milligrams at a time like a daily supplement, or you can rehydrate it and use it in soups. So check it out, guys. Now that we've prepared our morels and we've cooked a few of them and we dehydrated a few of them, we're going to take all the bits that we chopped up, water that we soaked them in, and we're going to propagate some more morels out in the woods. Now, if you see here, this is a nice wooded area. Excuse me. Morels are a mycorrhizal fungi, which means that they form relationships with the roots of certain trees, particularly hardwood trees. And we're going to take these morels and spread them around on the ground around this big oak tree. And we're going to come back next year and we're going to see how well our spores take. This is all an experiment. I'm pretty sure that it's going to work. I've done some research. I've also ordered some Morel spores online, and I'll show you how I'm going to attempt to propagate those on wood chips. We're going to see if that method will work and if we can maybe farm some in a more controlled environment. But until then, I'm just going to spread these spores and this mycelium around this tree, and we're going to come back and check it out next year. But it's going to be good, it's going to be cool. Thank you all for checking out the video, and I'll give you an update in the future. I hope this was informational. I hope that it was helpful. And I'm out. Can you dig it? Thank you all for watching. Blackbeard Cox, catch him on Facebook. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until next time, can you dig it?